What's up, y'all? This is Three Moms Breaking Down, and we're recapping episodes 12 and 13 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16. I am here with the wonderful Stephanie and the amazing LaCrystal. How you
Hey,
ladies doing?
I'm doing good. I only got one kid, so hey, I'm living my best life.
Right?
Although, I don't know if it's just because the other two aren't here. She has been on like a rampage. Like this like a little terrorist running around the house.
No.
She
Oh
has. And I
gosh.
don't know if it's because she misses them or I don't know. But I'm like, girl, we got to get this together.
She's like, everything's
No.
mine.
And then half the time I'm like, oh, let's do no, you go in your room. Like she don't even want me
Oh,
around. She'd be like, you go in your room. Like,
Oh,
what? So
Ermias does
then
that to me sometimes. He'll be like, "Go upstairs, please." I'm like, "Okay,"
yeah. Yeah,
but
wow.
I'm good too. I'm kid free at the moment, so living my bestest life.
I know
That's
that's
perfect. I'm
right.
jealous. I'm Valencia and I have all the kids, so no break for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice though. It's really nice. And they say you need a village, you need a village, and
Right.
that's nice.
Hmm.
But
You
Hmm.
do.
That
yeah.
kind of segues into the episode a little bit when Kelly was talking about her village. But we'll get to that. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
you did, and I was like, dang, I wish I had that.
Right. For real. For real. It must be nice. It really must be
Yeah.
nice. Um, but
Mm-hmm.
it looks like Kelly and Shamia did meet up and they planned a trip
Hmm.
to Granada.
Yeah.
So that was interesting to see that they're going to have a little trip, after the whole Portia trip and everything. They're on their way to a new one.
Right. She's like, we need a redo. We need a real trip.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I want to see how this plays out because they do always do a cash trip on these housewives. So usually they don't work out too well. I'm
Yeah.
hoping this one will be like, good. Maybe they can have
Mm-hmm.
some fun.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Right.
Yeah. And
Hopefully.
I like that they are giving donations to the hurricane relief and they're trying to help the
Yeah.
people there. That's nice to see.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. That's awesome.
Hmm.
Seeing it on the map, like it's really small and it's like in the middle of water. So it's just like they
Hmm.
got hit, I'm sure, real hard.
Oh yeah. A lot of
Yeah.
those islands. And it takes so long for them to recover
Mm-hmm.
because they just don't
Right.
have the resources or the support. So
Right.
yeah. So that'll be
Yeah.
nice that they're going there and bring
Yeah.
Hmm.
awareness. So hopefully some people will support now and help them more.
Right. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I was thinking. They
Hmm.
Yeah.
got a good platform for that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
so Shami and Kelly, so I guess they're best friends now, huh?
Yeah,
She
it
said,
looks
"Hey,
like
best
it.
friend."
Mm-hmm.
But I do know Shamia. That's how she opens her YouTube too. She'd be like, "Hey, best friends."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And she
maybe
even
that's just
said
her
that she
thing.
just, yeah, she said she calls everybody best friend.
Yeah,
So,
which isn't good, but maybe that's just her thing.
hmm.
Yeah. And then, it goes to Britt and her husband. Britt says she's tired and she's probably looking tired and she done got Botox. He's like, I can't tell. I
You're right.
was like, wow. Botox.
Everyone can tell.
Yeah. I just find it hard to connect with her. I don't even when you said that, I was like, oh, she thought they showed her and her husband. Like, I just don't connect to her.
Yeah, because she's very, I don't want to say she's boring, but she's just stale, you know?
Maybe because it's just surface or I
It
don't
is
know.
very surface. She's not
Yeah.
giving us any real insight into who she is.
Right. It ain't like that scene when Angela was in her bathroom and she, Charles, come in here. And they actually had a real combo. Like y'all are standing there and you're like, oh, I got Botox. Oh, I can't tell. Get
You're
out of
so
here with
funny.
that. That is like, get
Right.
out of here. Please.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then O'Kelly talked about her divorce. How she spent, what was it, 150,000 so far? Her lawyer
A
asked for
hundred and
another.
58,000.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been 2 years.
It takes too
Mm,
long.
Why do
See.
people, I feel like it's the men a lot of times. If they're like, why are you dragging it out? Just be done.
because they're bitter. They're bitter that they're divorcing them and they don't want the divorce. They just do it to get back and be spiteful, which is
Maybe.
so immature.
But a lot of times I feel like they don't even want them anymore. But it's like, I don't want you, but I'm still gonna make you go through it because you're
Right.
leaving me. Like,
It's out of spite.
grow up, move on.
Right.
Yeah, I think both parts play a part in it though, because you be petty and then he be petty and then it just go back and forth. Like there's no common ground anywhere. So it sucks. It seems like it sucks. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would never want to go through that.
yeah,
But I
at
wonder, is
all.
it
Mm.
like that with regular people? I see this with like celebrities, but
I
I'm
think it's
trying to
because the
think.
more money you have, the harder it
Mhm.
is
Yeah,
to
I
divide up all
agree.
the
because
assets.
I know
If you
some
don't
people that are divorced, and I feel like they didn't go through all of that.
like celebrities
No, I'm talking about regular
or
people.
regular people, yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's the two people as well. Like if you're both wanting the divorce and wanting it to happen as fast as possible,
Right.
it's
Mhm.
going, it's not going to drag on.
But so many
Right.
of them do have prenups. And I'm like, well, is it just they're trying to contest the prenup? Like, what is it? Because with the prenup, that's pretty much should be cut and dry. Like,
Mhm.
this is what it is. Y'all already spelled it out. So why can't we just get this done?
Right? They might be trying to contest it,
I know
trying to
some people
find some
do that. But
loopholes.
yeah, but like now I don't want you having half mine. So
Mhm.
it's just like, ugh, I hate to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like her husband though is just trying to drain her. Like he doesn't want her to have anything. Although I'm raising your 3 children that
I
you're not
mean,
helping.
right. That just speaks to his character. Like
Yes.
he's
Mhm.
not in the kids' lives anymore. He was abusive to her.
Right.
So, I mean, this goes hand in hand with what he's doing, dragging on the divorce.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's make it harder on her. It's
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
mindset.
Gotta
Right.
watch who you marry. You gotta know these people' personality. Because like people say, they're all fine when they're getting it their way, but once they're not getting their way and that comes out, now who are you with?
Right. You're a whole different person.
Mm.
Crazy.
And that's scary.
It
That's
It
scary to
is.
think
is.
about.
You
It
gotta
is.
make sure you really know somebody's personality. Because, ooh.
Yeah. But
Mhm. And
then
then, go ahead, Steph.
oh, I was gonna say Portia tours a new
Oh
potential house to move
yeah.
into,
Mm-hmm.
and then talks about, a little bit about her divorce. And
Yeah.
that house was huge.
It
What
was
do y'all think
nice.
It
about
was.
like having that much space for just her and her daughter? I feel
If
like
you have a big family.
but it's
Yeah, but
just
it's
her
just the
and
two of them.
yeah, it's just the two of
Well,
them.
and
Like,
the au pair. I
oh
guess
yeah,
she'll
that's
be
our
there
bill
now.
pair.
But you still don't need 8 bedrooms just for y'all.
I mean,
Right.
she must be gonna expand her family, get married again, have more kids,
Maybe. I don't know.
I just feel
or
like she's doing that just to keep up appearances.
Yeah, that
That's the
$4 million, that's a
yeah,
lot. That just seems like a waste.
she's fronting. She's
mhm.
definitely probably
But
fronting.
also, that's the culture too. They're in this, they're supposed to have that lifestyle. So they want
Mhm.
to keep up with the Joneses or keep up with their friends.
Right.
Because I feel a lot of single people in Atlanta do that. They be stunting. They get these huge mansions and it's just them
And
and
they
they
can't afford
dog.
them. Right.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean the house was real nice. They said they had a wig room and
Yeah.
yeah, they had a little
A
man
wig
It
cave.
would
It
room.
be
looked like
nice.
right. The
But I
guy's
guess
like,
she's saying she just wanted because she doesn't know if she's going to be able to keep the house or not. I know they have said
Yeah.
in the past in their prenup that she would keep the house, and I think he would have to pay the mortgage, even though he wasn't in it anymore. So she would get to keep it, I think, for a few years or something like that. And he would have to pay the mortgage while she was living there.
That's a good prenup.
It is.
mhm.
But she showed where she was like, "Look, I protected myself this time because what I went through the last time."
Right.
And she
Yeah.
did. I mean,
Yeah.
he left her with nothing, and she just
Mm.
had to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm glad she this time around she protected herself. She was
Hmm.
smarter. Now she has to be smarter about vetting them on the
Right.
front end.
You can't
Yeah.
just jump in with both feet head first
Right.
because you love
Hmm.
love, but you got to be smart, especially now you got a daughter,
Hmm.
just a child, period. You have to be very careful who you bring in their lives.
That's
Yeah.
true.
What do y'all think about that? Like, do you think, are you someone who's like, you meet someone and you're dating and you introduce them to your kid like immediately, or do you wait?
No. I mean, I would
Well,
be
how
the
does that
one.
work for you, Stephanie?
No.
You like, no.
No, no. No, because I feel like that's weird to just introduce your child to whoever you're dating at the moment. And
Yeah.
it's harmful to the kid as well because they're seeing, I mean, if you're dating a lot of people, they're
Hmm.
seeing,
Right.
all these people coming in and out. So
Yeah.
Like,
no.
oh, this is Uncle so and so. And they'll be like, oh,
Yeah,
what happened to Uncle John and
right.
Uncle
And
Adam?
they
What?
asking questions like, what
Yo,
happened?
Yeah.
that gets on my nerves. Don't introduce no kid to somebody as
No,
uncle and you're this and that. Like, he's not family. What are you doing?
I don't think they need to. But I guess some people don't have a choice. Like, if you don't have that village, if you're going to have somebody, you might
Yeah,
have to
yeah, like
introduce them
close
early.
friends. Yeah, close
Yeah.
friends. Yeah, I
So
get
maybe you
that.
do just be like, oh, this is my friend. They don't have
Yeah.
to know you're
Mhm.
dating, I guess.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't know. I
But
wouldn't.
still, I mean, that's down the line still. Once you
All
vetted
right.
them out,
Hmm. Yeah. And then Drew, well no, Shamia goes on a radio station and has an interview with Big Tigger. And she is throwing shade, and I'm like, girl. And she's talking about some. I'll be forgetting that I be beefing with people, and then I go and talk to them, and they be looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, who forgets when you beefing with somebody?
Right.
I'm just gonna talk to them. What?
Because maybe she don't hold a grudge. So she be like, oh, wait, yeah, we are beefing, you know? I'm mad at
That-
you.
mm,
That happens
Mm-mm.
to me sometimes with my husband. I'll be sitting here joking
No.
and laughing, and I'm like, oh, dang, I'm mad at you.
oh my gosh, you're
I
hilarious.
gotta forget. I'm like, dang, I forgot. I'm supposed to be mad.
He's like, no, no, you ain't mad no more.
Right. You're like, oh, it's over now because I
It's over
Right.
now.
That's how you know y'all friends. You forget you mad at them.
right.
Yeah.
I'm like, oops. Yeah, I think that was what Angela called Shamina. I feel like her Shamina is coming out now. Why
Hmm.
are you messing with that girl's money? Down in her song, you know her music. From what I've heard, I haven't heard the album, but everybody's saying like it's the album of the summer. Like you need to, it's a must hear. They said it's amazing.
Drew?
Shamia's.
Drew's album.
Oh, Drew.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Dennis did write a lot of the songs on there. He has the songwriter credit.
That's
He
good for the both of
said,
them, and that's good for Portia too.
Hello. Thank you.
what was Drew
Mhm.
saying about paying for college?
Right.
I
That
guess
she
he
blew
wasn't
all out
lying.
of proportion.
Right. Completely.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
think Shamia, that whole interview, this was about your song. Did she mention her song once? All
I
I
didn't
heard was
even.
Drew this, Drew that. Drew, like, girl, you're obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's
Obsessed.
free promotion because now I guess whoever heard it, because that made me want to go listen to it. Like, let me see what she said in this song.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Mm.
Right.
So,
So
hey, free promo.
that's
You done
another
promoted
album.
her song more than your own.
I'm gonna check out Drew's album after this.
Yes, I am too. I'm about to go download it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it probably is good. You know, heartbreak could definitely help you do some great things. So
Yeah, that's what they
I'm
say.
interested in seeing what she wrote in there. So,
Mhm.
but I was
So
like,
then
dang.
Angela, Then Angela and Charles saw one of their investment properties.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't too happy about how it looked. It
Right.
didn't look like it was supposed to be fixed up the way it was supposed to be fixed up.
It seemed like she had like a scammer. Like, I don't
It
know, was
seemed
that the
like it.
realtor or the contractor that was, oh, girl, we'll get this 2 days and then we'll have it on the market in 10 days. It'll be sold.
Right. I'm like, if he would have said that, I would have immediately been like,
First of
yeah,
all, looking at
he's
him,
a
I wouldn't have
scammer.
hired him. I'm sorry. I would have been like,
Oh my
Mm-mm.
no,
gosh.
you wouldn't have got my money.
I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna sit. It's every single day. I'm gonna be in the house watching you. Cause if she was paying attention, she would have noticed nobody was at the
Right.
house doing their
Yeah,
job.
Right.
she would have oversaw it.
And then
Yeah.
though to
Mhm.
have to drop the price almost, what was it, 100,000? They've
She
dropped it back
said,
to what she bought it for.
right.
Mhm.
No
I'm
way.
like, it's not even investment
You're
property
not
at
gonna make
that.
a profit at all.
Unless they find somebody to fix it up properly
Right.
and, that adds value to it, then you can put it back on the market for that price. But
Yeah. But, I mean,
And
they done
Charles
dumped
was
so
like,
much
"Get rid of
money
it."
into it.
Mhm.
But I just love how he's cool as a cucumber, like so
yeah, he
supportive. Like
is.
she talking about we 2 million in debt, and he just like, well, whatever,
I
we'll
got
He
more
sell
where
got
them.
that came
money.
from.
Yeah,
Right. He
that's
got
how you
money.
know he get right. He ain't
Uh-huh.
bothered 2 mil. Oh yeah, we'll sell them. Just keep working at it. I was like, he is just so calm. I love him. I'm sorry, I know
Uh,
he getting a bad rap, but I like Charles, and I like
Yeah.
their relationship.
yeah. Yeah. I like seeing them this episode when they were talking at the
Hmm.
rental property. He is
And
very
to
supportive.
me, she looked like so fresh and young and pretty. I was like, okay, Ange, I see you.
She did. She
She
did.
did.
Because normally she looks older than what her
Hmm.
age is. So yeah, I don't know what if she's just stopped with the Botox or the fillers or whatever she's getting in her
Right.
face.
I was
She
like,
needs to
okay,
keep
looking
doing
all
that.
fresh and young. Keep that up.
Hmm. For
Yeah.
sure.
And what you think about her apologizing? She apologized to Charles, like, "I'm sorry, because for not hearing you
Mhm.
out." She had a
Hmm.
conversation with her mom, and her mom seems to be the aggressor. So
Yes.
she apologized, and
Yeah. I like Charles's response. He was joking at the end, like, cry to your mama,
right.
Right.
which is funny, trying to
Right.
lighten the mood.
But I
Yeah.
love that I'm sorry, Angela is my favorite so far. She keeps it so real. And she like, look,
Yeah.
I never even would listen to your side. I only took listen to my mama. And now I
Mhm.
see she was the one that started it. So I
Mhm.
apologize. Like I was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's my favorite. I'm giving her like the number one spot.
If I think about it, I like her too. I think I like
Hmm.
her the most.
Yeah. I
Um,
like her and Kelly. I think they're
Kelly.
my
Yeah, I
top
like Kelly
two.
too.
Yeah.
Shamia, I want to like her, but that mean girl, I don't like that energy. Like I feel like she got to bring it down a little bit.
You think she's Shamina, huh?
Yeah, she started off like
Mhm.
episode 1 and 2. I was like, okay, she about to be the boss. They was in her house, like, girl, she about to run the show, and then I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
It
She
just went
became the lap
downhill.
dog.
Yeah, maybe she was worrying so much about how she
Portia.
looked. I mean, Portia, that
Mhm.
she just, I don't know, that she's still in the middle for me, but I don't know. I don't like that Shamina energy.
Yeah. And doing a conversation with Angela Charles, she tells Charles that Angela or Britt invited her to the golf event that she was hosting. And Charles is like, "You can
Hmm.
say hi for me. I say hi for the
Right.
both of us. She don't need to talk to my husband." So she had all that to say about him. I was like, "Oh snap, Charles finna meet the ladies." I was excited.
Right. And so Britt
Yeah.
was talking about it, like when she was introducing her. At first, I thought it was bare naked. And I'm like, okay, Portia got go naked. Now you got bare naked. What you
Mhm.
biting a little bit? Because we know she was a fan of the show.
Mm.
But it's bare and naked.
Oh, I thought it was bare naked. It's bare
Bare
and naked.
and naked.
But that's still very close to
It
go
is.
naked.
It is.
Got
She might
naked
be
in it.
trying to get a little clout off of Portia what she already built,
I
But
swear she said it
Mm,
was bare naked.
then
I
she
thought so
said
Not
bare
too.
and naked.
Bare
It had an
naked.
and in there. At
Okay.
first I thought bare naked too, but then when she had the thing at the event,
hmm
Right. That
we'll get to
event.
that. Yeah, but she said bare and naked. But I am so over her and her lies. So now I can focus on this because my license is being held. Girl, just stop. You ain't had a license since 1993. Sit down
Oh
somewhere.
gosh.
Stop
Yeah.
trying to. She is trying to milk that situation so hard.
She's
Yes.
trying to, I think, cover it up from the real reason it
Right.
was it
You
was
haven't had a
suspended.
license for years. Kenya did not make you lose your license.
And she
Mm.
said she wanted a classy event after all the ratchet drama
Please.
that was
But I
going
have one
on.
more thing that we
hmm
didn't think of, well, that people haven't think about, like with her losing her license. If you just lost it after that with Kenya, why didn't we see you at work before then? We didn't see your office. We ain't see you doing insurance. You ain't writing no policies. None
That's
of that
true.
before. If
That's
you
true.
just now are starting to get it investigated, we should have saw you. We done seen Ange. We've seen who else? We saw Kelly in her restaurants. We saw
Mhm.
Portia pampered. We've seen her doing stuff. You weren't doing anything.
Yeah, I don't think she was because when they went to Angela's event and they were talking to that lady, she was like, focus on your business and stuff. So I don't think she got the idea about her business until she spoke to that lady, the prophet or whoever she
Oh yeah, the
claimed to be.
prophet.
Yeah. So I think after that, because after that, then she was like, I'm going to work on my business. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
but she didn't have no insurance business before
Right. Yeah.
that.
She would have
So
definitely, if she
she would
had,
have
she
shown.
would have
She would have been in her
definitely
office.
Well,
showing it
didn't
off.
she didn't she say she had the insurance business and then she like sold it and like her sisters worked for it and that's like kind of part of their fallout too was she got rid of the business and
She
everything.
did say something like that, but that's I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
then don't blame Kenya. You didn't have a business anyway.
Right, right. You got rid of it
So,
according to her.
Why you need a license
Mhm.
right.
if you're not working
Right.
as it?
But as long as you renew your
Exactly.
license, you can keep it. So it doesn't
Right.
matter. So, girl, bye.
Yes. But at that event that she had, she did say that in 2020, she's had this company since 2020, this bare
The
naked
bare
company.
naked.
I was like, dang, 5 years, okay.
Yeah.
So
I know. I think she did say she had thought of it and was developing, but didn't do anything with it. So now this is
right.
freeing up her to be able to focus on bare naked. Like, girl,
And now she got free
Mhm.
promotion. She better think smart.
stop. We'll
Hopefully she
see.
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the nerve of them to go golfing in the outfits they were wearing, like heels and everything. They done kicked up the
Mm.
grass. I'm like, y'all finna get in trouble and fines and everything. Them golf club places that be having
Right.
those little people that join them, they don't play. They
No,
do
they
not
don't.
play.
And I'm like, what does shapewear and loungewear have to do with golf?
Well, she said she to give a taste of who she is. So I think she's trying to show that she's a high class girl in this club, this golf club.
Does
Mm.
Um,
she golf though? Like, does she play
No, she
golf?
said I don't golf. She
Oh,
claims that's her neighborhood. That girl don't live in that
um,
neighborhood.
someone
I don't
said,
she
care
I
what
just
don't.
she says. She does not live there.
she's just part of the country club.
Yeah,
I don't
pretty
even think she's a
much.
part of the club. I think she rented it for that event. That
Mm.
girl, she said, this
Probably.
is my neighborhood. You don't live there.
Someone said, I
Interesting.
don't think her neighbors even knew who she was.
Right. Because she don't. She rented that out. You can rent a country club for a few hours.
Yeah,
She rented that out for that event.
yeah.
Mm.
And then they go on the inside, and I'm just like, she tried, but she's like, her event planner ain't on point. They're late.
They
There
didn't have
wasn't.
anything set up. People showing up and the
Girl,
outside was a mess.
from what she was saying, there was supposed to be in that big old room that she was in, there was supposed to be one table, which was their table, and then everybody else was supposed to be standing up, and there was no entrees for anybody but her and the girls, and cocktails for everybody. I'm like,
Who
how do
does that? Who
Right.
does
who?
that
That's
at an event?
tacky.
That
That's
is
very tacky. So everybody is
Yeah.
just looking over at somebody else eating a whole plate of food, and I got crackers and cheese.
Right.
yes.
But even before they got inside, when Kelly showed up, and here she goes again, she is a forever victim to my, oh, I'm happy to see you because I was about to go off. Like, you know, how she was yelling. Something she said to the planners when they were still trying to get everything together when Kelly showed up and gave
Yeah.
her the
Oh
flowers. She
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
oh, I'm glad you put me in a better mood because I was about to go off. Like, she's so passive aggressive. If you got something to say
Mm.
to them, say it to them. Don't yell and be like, oh, I'm glad you're here because, like,
It sound
oh.
ignorant. Yeah.
Yeah, and so then,
Hmm.
and then when Shamia showed up, she's looking like, what is this? I probably would have been the same way. Like, girl, you need help? I would have helped them put them
Hmm.
signs up. I've done that before. We've gone to places because, you know, I like to be on time.
Uh-huh.
So we'll
Hmm.
get there and it'll be like nothing. I'm like, okay, y'all, what y'all need? Let me get in here. I'll set the table. I'll put the banner up. What you need? Because, you know, you want to just get it done so they can enjoy.
I don't
Right.
see. I'm sorry. If I'm throwing an event, I gotta oversee it. I gotta make sure
Yeah.
everything look good before I have somebody come inside. So
But
for
she
her
loved
not
to
to
play
even
the
know,
victim.
yeah, the event
You should have,
planner, like
right.
she
It
must
But
have
she
seems
a
should have
like
been
day.
on top of that. If you saw they
Mhm.
weren't, be like, come on, I got 5 minutes. Y'all need to work faster.
right. She
Right.
shouldn't have been outside golfing and should have been inside making sure everything is right before everybody comes.
And then why did she just take the three of them? Why not wait for all the ladies to get there? Portia showed up and
Mm.
somebody else showed up and they were just sitting like, well, did the event start? I thought I was late. Am I early? But they over there golfing
Right. They
and
was
you
confused.
and
I
you
Yeah.
said,
leaving them
oh child,
sitting.
oh
It
child.
was
She
a mess.
tried.
It
She
was a
tried.
mess.
She tried.
And I'm like, why are they golfing in heels? Why do we have on these outfits and then we're golfing?
Mhm.
Mm.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
Yeah. I was like, okay, kicking up grass. They
And
finna kick
then
you out.
And then when she gave everybody at the table their gift of shapewear,
Oh my.
Shamia was
Oh,
saying it was just shapewear in a box, no tissue paper, nothing
right.
to make it look nice. I'm like, maybe she just want to throw an event, but she don't know like the details that go into it to make it actually nice, you
Right.
know?
Well, but with a planner, you would think. So this is what I don't get. It looked to me like she was like, okay, I just want to feed the cast. I'm gonna have a table for the cast. We're all gonna sit and eat. How are you gonna have your other guests standing at cocktail tables and y'all sitting eating and they're just gonna have drinks? That's so
That's
Yeah.
what I
tacky. She was
don't.
like, well,
That
I just want a
is.
classy event. I want them to see my world. What, tacky? Because that was tacky. And here goes
Mhm.
Cynthia. Well, I can share my salmon with somebody. She's
Everybody was like, let me hurry up and eat so
that
they
was
don't
that would be
they not
so
looking. It's
awkward. I'm sitting
awkward.
here
It
chowing
is.
down and everybody's looking like, well, dang, where's mine?
It is
And I
awkward.
wonder,
And
could
it's
she just not afford it? Like, girl, just tell them, look, feed all these people. Y'all sat them, feed
mm,
them.
right. And I don't get it too because especially like in the black community, like when we come together, food is a given.
Mm-hmm.
And more food than we probably need, people gonna be packing up plates. So it
Hello.
was so weird. That was
It was.
if I was the guest looking at them eating food, I would have been so mad.
I probably would have left. Or why not just do
Hmm.
hors d'oeuvres then? Like just do
You're
little
right for
finger foods for
everybody. Yeah.
everybody. Or here's a thing, since she said this is her pre-launch, just have it for the cast. Just have it for the cast and the husbands. You didn't even have to
Mm.
have other people there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think she seems like the type to where she just wants people to see her shine and win.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, she likes the attention,
Yeah, she
but
does.
baby, that wasn't the attention that you probably wanted
No, because now people gonna be like, this girl, it was ghetto. That event was ghetto. It was.
for sure, for sure. And then the conversations at the table. Got interesting.
Mm, yes, but they didn't even
Yes.
display the shapewear though. At least show us. Can we see a lounge set? Like, can we see something? She didn't show any of the clothes except
Or
them
like,
bootleg bodysuits that only the girls got, and all the other guests. You saw that one lady was looking like, well, dang, why am I here? They got
did they even
gifts.
show pictures of like, you usually have a
No,
photo shoot of models or somebody showing it off. I'm
she
like,
showed one picture of her wearing the bodysuit, and that was it.
oh yeah, the before and after. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
It was a mess, and the
It
lady
was.
thought so too. So
It's
people
it's
were
giving
laughing at her.
like it's giving like, oh, I know I'm about to go on this show. Let me hurry up and put some business together so that I can promote it.
Yep.
It's not giving I had this since 2020,
Yep.
you know?
And all you got is one bodysuit, girl. Stop.
And then she gives Angela an extra large, and Angela's like, she gave me an extra large.
She knew what she was doing. Even Portia had to say, "Ooh, girl, that's shady." Somebody said she must have wanted you to wear that over your clothes.
What?
One of them
Oh my
said that. I
gosh.
was like, that's so
They're so
funny.
funny.
Yeah, an extra large.
Mm-mm.
That was
Yeah.
hilarious. And then the nerve of Angela to say though, well, Charles doesn't have a side baby. I was like, oh my goodness, really?
I
In front of
said that was out of left field.
I
yo, Charles is looking like, why did this lady just say that?
know. She like, look, my husband's here. All of y'all are here. Let's address it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Just
Not
so
the
y'all know.
time, but hey.
Right. I got him right here, right next to me. So say what y'all was saying when y'all
Right.
were trying to tell me about my husband. And Charles was like,
right.
oh no. And Brit, I'm not Charles's whore. I'm like, lady. Charles is like, no.
She always gotta make everything about her. Okay. Just
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
just
It's
stop.
so funny at this point.
I
Yeah.
know. And since when I honestly didn't even know that Shamia and Drew were beefing. Like, when did that beef happen? Because they were at the studio. She was at Shamia's session. They were fine.
I think it was the whole lapdog issue.
I feel like
Mm,
Shamia's grasping at straws.
Yeah, I think she's upset that Drew called her a lapdog, and it seemed like because I thought the same thing, and I was like, why does she think they have a issue now? Because it's been
Right.
said, because she said it before when they was
To her
working out
face.
in that, and she was just there was
mhm,
no issue. But as soon somebody must have told her like she called you a lapdog again, and she was just like,
Yeah,
nah, we
Angela
beefing.
told her.
Mm-hmm.
mm.
So after that, she's just like, okay, we beef then. We got a problem.
And then she's
So.
barking at the table.
Right, she's barking at the table like
Like,
you're proving her point right now. Why are you barking? Please
right.
stop.
And she
Please
said, is
stop.
that in dog years or human years?
Uh-uh. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. I was like, why did they start arguing at this event? I know Britt's like, please, this is supposed to be classy, and
Right.
it's
I'm glad she
ratchet.
did shut it down. Like, this
She
a
did.
classy place. Like, we're
She
not doing this
did.
here. But girl,
Hmm.
maybe they hangry. They ain't nothing.
Right.
That's why they fighting.
Everybody looking at them
Mm.
like they're crazy. They start leaving.
Right.
Cynthia was the first to go.
I
Like,
don't blame her. Like, I ain't
I'm
doing
Yeah,
this. I'm
out.
I would have
out.
left too.
Mm-hmm.
But
And at them
Shamia,
places,
huh?
huh? I was gonna say at them places, a country club, they will kick you out.
Oh yeah.
Right.
They'll call the cops, especially a whole bunch of black people
Right.
acting a fool.
Hold on.
Cops will be called.
Right, immediately. The
Yeah.
only way you
But
can deal with
she
them.
right. Not renting to them anymore. But Shamia did say in the after show when she saw it, she regretted all that barking and how she was acting at the table.
She
She was like, "Yeah, I
should.
Pretty
regret
sure.
that." It
That was
Yeah,
embarrassing.
was. Arf, arf. Like, what?
that is embarrassing.
It is. Like, girl,
Yep. So, yeah. It didn't turn out how Britt wanted it to turn out, but she
no.
tried. She tried,
She
so.
But even
tried.
I do like how Angela though, how she can take it. When she said she gave me an XL, she's like she should have gave herself an XL toothbrush for them teeth she got. Like she always could just take it and flip it and throw it right back. Like her shade,
Oh,
she
that's
she be
funny.
throwing them little daggers that you be like, ooh,
Yup.
She be witty
Make
with
you
it.
mad, right?
very quick
Fast
with
and
it.
witty.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Make you mad. And then
That's funny.
Drew calls Dennis and tells him about the rumor going around with the text and or her reaching out trying to get some. What
Oh,
happened,
but before
Crystal?
that, remember when she was talking about her BBL, Britt?
Hmm.
Oh, talking about all our girls went to where Miami and they was able to get whatever they
Yeah. What
want
do we
done.
think about that? Like she got the BBL. At least she was honest about it because I mean we can tell.
I think they all have BBLs, most of them.
Hmm.
I
You know,
know.
Portia got one.
Well, maybe. Well, I don't know because I don't remember what she looked like before. She didn't
Do
have
you
a big
see
butt when
her?
she first started.
Her butt is like two balloons.
Yeah,
It's a
it is big.
BBL.
I don't
It
think. No,
is.
Shamia. She said she only got her boobs done.
Boobs lifted. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about Angela. Probably something.
Kelly,
Maybe a
yeah.
tummy tuck.
Angela, yeah. I think they all
Yeah,
got their tummies
right.
done.
But she said when she opened her office, her and she took all her team to go and get whatever surgery you want. What do y'all
I don't
think
believe
about
that.
that?
I
I
don't
didn't
believe
either when
that.
she said it, but I'm like, girl, you can't even buy food for 20 people at an event. You
Right.
paying
How you
for
gonna pay for surgery, plastic
$30,000
surgery?
surgeries for multiple.
I'm like, does her husband got it like that? Because he has to have been the one to pay for it,
Ain't got
if
nothing.
so. But I don't know.
I don't
I
know
heard
what he
nowadays,
does.
I don't even know what he does either.
They haven't said what he does.
He could be the head of
They
cartel or
haven't.
something.
That's
uh,
interesting. Maybe he's trying
Hmm.
to, just be private about it. He don't want the
I
world
don't
to
know.
be in his business like that.
Would
You
y'all
gotta
do
be doing
something
something.
if somebody said, "Here, I'll pay for you to get done whatever you want"? Would you do something?
I don't think I would.
Mm,
I don't know.
If I
I
had like
mean, it's
wrinkles, maybe the laser thing that y'all was saying before, something like
Yeah.
that.
Now
Yeah.
they have that's what is it, Sono Bello, whatever. I've been seeing them ads.
yeah.
Now I might would try that. I ain't
Is
Sono
gonna
that the
Bella?
lie.
like the
Yeah.
cool sculpting?
No,
No,
Is
it's
this
that
is
the
like
some
you're.
cool?
kind of like it's like a laser lipo.
Oh, the
Is it
laser lipo.
laser? Was it
Yeah.
laser? I guess it is laser.
It's
And
a
you're awake when
laser.
they do
Hmm.
it.
Yeah. And they
Hmm.
said it like tightens the skin too. So it's kind of like a tummy tuck and like all in one, but you don't even have to go under the knife.
Oh, see,
Now
that
that
sounds
I might
easy
would
and
try.
simple.
Yeah.
That don't sound invasive at all.
No, it's not.
So
It's
it
not.
sounds safe. Unlike these
But
girls going.
everything can have potential bad
That's
side
true.
effects though. That's
That's
the
Yeah.
only
true.
thing. Like if it was like, you know, I get a BBL or a breast lift or,
Yeah.
sculpting on my abs and I'm 100% fine afterwards, maybe,
Yeah. There's
maybe.
no way to guarantee it. Yeah, I might would add a
Right.
little something, something, because I have no hips
Hmm.
at all.
No,
Me
you
neither.
said.
I'm like this.
But at least you're thin. I'm like an ice cream cone. I'm like this.
No.
Like I would like to
Girl,
be a little.
A
when we
little
was
Coke
in
bottle.
Florida, you was like, I'm like a Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, just round like
No. I don't think so. I don't think
So
yes.
wild.
Yes.
so. I
I'm like
don't
ice
think
You're
cream
not,
so.
cone. It go like
you're an
this.
ice cream cone.
Yeah.
That's so
No.
funny.
But there's no guarantee. I heard the BBL is like the deadliest. Like that's
It
the
is.
hardest. Yeah.
That is the most dangerous plastic surgery
So I'm
procedure
like,
ever.
maybe I'll just try to do some squats and with some fire hydrants. I don't know.
Fire
Hmm.
hydrant.
You can build a butt. You can
Yeah, but that
definitely build a
takes
butt.
work.
No,
Add
it
weight. You
takes,
said that takes work.
yeah.
That takes work.
Yeah.
I know people like I can just lay down for 2 hours and have a butt. Like
Yeah, that's like taking it
But
the
I
easy
then
way
might
you
would
out.
do
gotta
that though.
then it's a lot of it's the recovery. You can't sit on your butt
Yeah,
for
you
what,
cannot
six
sit
weeks?
down.
I'm like,
Man,
how do you
you know what?
function?
Yeah.
I seen somebody coming out of one of the surgeries and they go in the car and they like lay on the seat with
Yeah.
their stomach on the
Hmm.
seat. I'm like,
I
y'all doing
wonder
too
how do
much.
you use the bathroom? You gotta like stand over the toilet? Like you can't sit on it?
You can't drive. You can't work if
Mm,
you working like sitting down in an office. That's a lot.
Sounds like a
it
lot.
is. It's not worth it.
I
It
think the only
is.
thing I would do is just re-straighten my teeth on the bottom. But
Mm. You
that's
would
not
think you would
plastic
you do
surgery.
veneers or just get braces?
Oh, I think I would get veneers.
Mm,
Really?
I wouldn't do veneers. If I did, it would
Yeah,
be like composite veneers, because composite veneers is just a layer of the material over your teeth. But with
okay.
veneers, they have
They
to
shave
shape
them
your,
down.
and that weakens your natural tooth.
Right.
But
Yeah, I wouldn't because
probably just braces.
they always look fake and then they can't say their S's. Like it'd be like
That's
Oh,
when that's when they have them done bad. I mean,
yeah.
there's dentists out there that make them look more natural, but yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
people just get them boxy chiclet looking
Yes.
teeth.
They be
I hear that it's like lifetime warranty and everything on veneers. So yeah, I seen
It should
somebody
be.
their tooth was defective and it fell out and they went and got it fixed for free. And I'm like,
Mm.
okay,
Yeah,
it's a
them
good
Okay.
deal
because
for
it's
something like
basically like a
that.
little crown that can come off,
Hmm.
and then you just
Mm,
left with a little peglet tooth.
Yeah, they just leave a little
wow.
shave down. Mm. No, I like
Hmm.
my teeth. I'll keep them till they come out on their own.
Oh,
Yeah,
so they
you
get
have
rid of your teeth. They get rid of your teeth
They
and
shave
put
them
new
they
ones in
down. They
they shave
shave
them
them.
down.
and then
They
put
like,
something else.
Yeah,
Oh,
put those
hmm
on there.
that's too much.
Yeah.
Especially if they could fall out. Like, no.
hmm
No.
Like, no thanks.
But they do wonders. Some people I see with messed up teeth, and then they
Oh
get
yeah.
veneers, and I'd be like, oh snap!
If they get a
It,
good dentist, they can look
hmm
good.
hmm
yeah,
I
yeah,
think the trend is just big, bulky, and super duper white.
And I hate how people
yeah,
just follow these trends. Like you said, first it was the big boobs. Everybody wanted them big Pam Anderson boobs. Then it was the
Hmm.
butts. Now everybody got to
Not the
have a
butt.
butt and no
hmm
waist. Like now the teeth. What's next?
Girl, I
You're
don't
right.
know. Then it's the eyelashes. It's
Yeah.
the
At
swoops
least the
down to your
lashes you can
eyebrows.
take off.
That's true. Yeah,
But those fillers, oh yeah, they're doing the fillers. Just
yeah.
be happy with the way you
It's
look.
yeah. Just be happy. Be
Change
happy the
what you
way God
can
made
in
you.
the gym.
Hmm
Cut your hair, dye your hair if you want to, but throw a little piece on. Something you can take off.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you're doing too much if you have to risk your life.
Right.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Well, we got a
Hmm
surprise at the end of the show.
Surprise!
A surprise guest, surprise
Oh,
person.
well, we didn't
That
get to her doing her and Drew and Dennis.
oh, Drew. Oh yeah, we got to talk
That's
about
right.
that.
Jew and Dennis. Yeah,
Yeah.
Drew and Dennis, they talk and she tells him like she heard that she said something like she was trying to holler at him to, sleep with him for free studio
Yeah.
time.
Booty for
And
beats.
booty for beats. That's what
Booty for feet.
booty for beats. And he like, I don't know why you will listen to that. We all about business. We gonna try to do fulfill your purpose and
Right.
so he cleared that up.
I
She
don't
never
know. I
said it.
feel
He
like
didn't say
Dennis
it.
is messy. Dennis is messy. I think he tells her one thing,
Mhm.
tells Portia he's a liar, and he's messy. But
Yeah.
I mean, on the business side though, he does seem to have it together.
Yeah,
So hey,
because the entertainment lawyer came in and they done signed papers to where Dennis is
mm-hmm.
officially her partner in this music
Right.
business. But he just said that she doesn't work for him no more.
Thank
So
you.
I was confused, but
He just told Portia, "I dropped Drew. We ain't working together no more."
I think you
And now
scared
you
her
signing
away.
as her partner.
Right.
That's why I say he messy. He's a liar and he's messy. Now she gonna be when they
That is
she see
messy.
that. Now she gonna go to Drew like, oh, you signed with him. It's just messy. He's creating issues,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and maybe he wanted that for promotion.
Yeah,
I think so.
maybe.
He's smart. He knows what he's
He,
doing.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was surprised to see that they signing papers and everything. So it's legally
Mhm.
binding, and he got to get a paycheck from that music. So
Right.
it is what it
Mm-hmm.
is. It is what it is. But then, Phaedra, that lady is crazy. But I
Dun,
think
dun,
I really like
dun.
it. Right. She is crazy. She came in throwing shade too. She throwing shade at
Ugh.
Brit, talking about she got more bodies than a city. I was like, dang, a
Yeah, she been
city?
around.
Like, I was
Phaedra
like,
is
okay.
crazy.
Hmm.
Phaedra is. And I
She
like
is.
Phaedra, but I don't like her on the show.
No,
I don't know. I don't want her back.
You don't
no.
want her back?
She must be
Mm-mm.
You don't,
bad.
you don't think she's a good replacement for Kenya?
No.
No.
No, she's going for a reason. Like that was a big, and I'm even like with Portia. I'm like, how could Portia be her friend after that? She literally told her that Candy and Todd, her husband, wanted to drag her down to a dungeon and take advantage of her. Basically, and they were and so when Portia said that to Candy, Candy was like, "What? Who said that?" And everybody was like, "Who said that?" And then she looked at Phaedra and was like, "Well, you told me. She told you she was about to do this to me." And she said, "What?" Like, because her Phaedra and Candy used to be super close. So for her to say that
Hmm.
about her when Candy's like, "I don't even drink, let alone drug somebody. Like, why would I do that?"
So
So
why did Phaedra say that? Create that whole lie?
exactly because she's
Cause
messy.
she crazy.
She got mad because Candy helped her ex husband. She stored some of his stuff in her garage. But their husbands are like close. So
What?
her husband did it. Candy didn't even know his stuff was in there. So she created this whole lie. Like you could have got this girl
Wow.
arrested. What if she had went to the police
Hmm.
like somebody's trying to drug
Drug
me?
me. Yeah, and take
Her
advantage
and
of
her
me.
husband. Like girl, so that's why I'm like she lies a lot. And even her ex was saying that like she's never honest on the show. Like you'll never get her real life. She's not gonna tell you anything
Mm.
real. She's gonna lie. So
She's I feel like she's always giving that energy off
she's
though.
messy.
Yeah.
That's why they did that whole disclaimer in the beginning, like, well, I'm back and I know what I did wrong. But then the first thing she says is, ooh, this girl a hoe. Ooh, look how old she look. I hope her personality's younger than her face. Like,
She
like, oh,
said Angela is the oldest looking young
young,
person.
Youthful person or something. I was like,
so messy.
Man,
And I
she
like
is.
her, but I don't know. I just hope she don't come with the lies. As long as she can
Mm,
keep it on the up and up and show your reality, then maybe. Because I do feel like when Portia got around her, she did get lighter. Like she was having fun. So I like to
hmm.
see Portia with her.
yeah.
But could you be
Well, we
friends
shall
with
See?
see.
somebody after if they lied and told you something like that, and you find
No,
out they lied?
no,
No, that's too
no.
much. Talking about drugger and taker.
Right.
That's kidnapping and
I mean,
Assault, kidnapping, like,
all right, the whole lie together. Like,
and
why
it
are
was a lie.
you lying?
Did she ever say why she said that though?
Mm-mm. That's what I wish she would have did in her little thing. She never like owned it or apologized. She was just like, "Yeah, that was a mistake." You think? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
She's definitely crazy though. Yeah, I could
Yeah.
tell. Like she crazy
I feel
and
like if I can't trust you, we can't be friends.
mm-hmm.
But Portia
Yeah.
did say that once she gets the all the facts and she can process it, she's easily to get over stuff. Like she don't hold a grudge.
Portia.
Yeah, she said that.
Mm. She
So
holding
I
that
guess
grudge with Drew.
I know. I know. But I guess that's a good quality. I don't have that quality. I find like I hold on, and sometimes I hold on to stuff for other people. I'm like, it don't even have nothing to do with me.
Mm.
I'm mad at somebody. I'm not even involved.
What?
Mm,
That's a bad quality.
Yeah, like if somebody did something to one of y'all and y'all tell me about it, now I'm mad. And y'all be done got over it, I'm still mad. Like,
You know,
yeah,
what?
that's true.
yeah, that could
That's
happen
true.
actually.
You
Yeah.
mad at somebody right now because of me, because of who I said. I mean, what I said
Who?
about him. My
Who
first
mad at?
boyfriend.
Oh, well,
You, I remember. Did you say something about it in Florida? You said
oh no,
something.
what did I say?
You was like, he was the worst. He
Oh,
was the worst one.
right. But it's like, we were young. Most
Yeah,
men don't mature till they get a lot older.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm like. I need to work on that. Talk about it, get it out, and move on. I'll talk about it. I'll be okay. And then if something happened, oh, it's coming back up. Like I don't never move on.
See,
Um,
that's that beef for life. That's that beef for life.
So
Somehow.
that's something
Yeah.
I'm working on. Stop bringing it up. Like if you over it, just be over it.
Yeah.
you're
But I'll
not
be like,
over it. You're
but
not
I'll be
over
like,
it
well,
If
if
you're
you
now
keep
you
bringing
bringing
did
it
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 up.
up,
again.
yeah.
See, you did
Yeah.
this 10 years ago. Now you doing it again.
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel like I'm like Portia, like what she says she is,
Hmm.
as long as things are talked through and I can understand like the reasoning why behind somebody did something, then it's and they apologize. Even if they don't apologize, like I can get over it. It doesn't mean like I still want to be around them,
Right.
depending on what it was or who they are.
But I'm saying,
But
could you be close like that? Like they seem to be?
um, maybe for the cameras. I'm not sure, like in
Yeah.
real life, because I will always be thinking, like, is she lying? You know?
It could just be for the cameras, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I could be like close friends like it was, but
Yeah.
maybe just cordial.
Yeah. I could forgive, of course, God tells you you have to forgive. So I could forgive, but I ain't
Right.
gotta like deal with you after that.
Yeah.
So I think
Because
for the
she
Hmm.
camera, she
could be
might
in
just
your
be doing
house.
it.
Maybe. And she does need somebody in her corner right now. She beefing with Shamia. She beefing
Hmm.
with Drew. Those were her friends.
Yeah, well, her and Shamia kind of made up
Yeah, they did,
a
but will
little,
it stick? We'll
little,
see.
little bit.
But I don't think I could trust you because I'd be like, well, what are you telling these girls behind my back when I'm not around? You telling them something that I didn't say?
I think the way that she seemed, like she's definitely loud and she likes to party and talk.
Hmm.
So I
But she
think
likes to
she
do that,
knows.
but she'll never tell her own stuff. That's what I don't
Yeah.
like. You want to talk about everybody else, but let's talk about you.
Right.
She don't do that. She won't do that.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Unless it's about that funeral home.
Right. Right.
So yeah. And then episode 13, they jump in and they're donating stuff to
Oh yeah. 13. So this is the
hmm
reset. So
yeah.
what is it?
Hmm.
Reset,
Reset, renew, rebirth.
rebirth. Okay, so we're on
It's
the
the
reset.
reset. Yeah.
So
And
the
it
trip,
was, I think it was a nice reset.
I think so.
Hmm.
I like that she was doing that with her daughter though, teaching her, giving back. We're packing up all this stuff. They had a lot of stuff.
They did.
Hmm.
It's like
Sheesh.
that. I don't want to have a garage full of junk and I can't park my car in there. I don't know why people do that. I can't do that. I need my garage so I can park my
Yeah.
car inside.
I'm like
But
the fact that her daughter had that many bins worth of clothes just to donate.
hmm
I don't have that many clothes, period. Like that was just her donate.
she had more clothes
Right.
than me.
She like,
And
but I can still wear some of this. It was so cute.
um, I wonder if it was like clothes most of the clothes she couldn't fit, you
That's what
know?
yeah, she said most of it she couldn't fit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, they had a lot of stuff. But I love
Hmm
Hmm.
that she's teaching her. I've done that too. Like I try to do that with my kids too. Like teach them. It's always better to give. And I tell them like when your hands are closed, you can't. Nothing can come in. But when you're open and you're
Hmm.
willing to give, you can receive. Now your
Yeah.
hands are open, and
Yeah.
it can flow. It's an exchange.
Hmm.
So I
That's
be
a good
Mhm.
trying
lesson.
any chance we get or I get to like help somebody. Well, I've always done that anyway, but now even with the kids, like I get them involved so they can see like this is how you
That's
should be living
good.
your life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. So
that's
I like
always
seeing
good.
that. And
Hmm.
Kelly
Yeah.
brought her stuff.
Talking about look at the box. It's it's bare naked. It's all, I know what you did. I know what you did. Well, no, it was Britt who bought her stuff, and the box was just three tissue rolls. I know
That
what you did.
girl, that girl, I'm gonna tell you what she thought. She thought that was just for the show. Okay, we're gonna say we're gonna do donations. So let me bring my little box. Talking about, oh well, I got more. He's gonna bring it. I don't
Mhm.
have nothing else. Just shut up. Just stop.
Right. Shamir talking about they're gonna come in like an hour.
Yeah, she had nothing. I think she just brought that because she's like, okay, we're about to film. Let me bring something to look like we're
Mhm.
really. I think when she saw all that stuff they actually had, I think she was shocked. Like, oh, I thought this was just we were just doing
For
this
the
for
show,
show,
for talk,
right?
that is so weird to me. Like, I don't understand. You have the opportunity to give to people that don't have anything.
Anything,
Go through all the stuff I know you got and pick
and you
something.
bring 3 boxes of Kleenex and some toilet paper.
That's an insult. That is an insult.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess you're not obligated. You didn't have to bring anything, so at least you brought something. But
Nah,
you could do more.
you can do a lot more. Maybe she gonna give some money. She gonna
Or maybe
donate.
that is all she could do. I mean, she just had that event. She clearly didn't have money to feed people. So maybe she that's all she had.
Hey, she's definitely not. She don't got her hands
Um,
open. Her hands closed. That's
Oh
all I'm
yeah.
doing. That's all I'm doing.
mm,
For real.
yeah.
For me, it seemed like she's more like I'm about me and that's it. As
Mhm.
long as I'm good, I don't care about
Mm,
nobody else.
Yeah.
she does give off that energy.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, but hey, it is what it is. We gonna meet our maker one day. She'll do. She'll have to answer for that. So
Right.
it is what it is. Just pray for
You
her, I
what
guess.
did you do with what I gave you? And you're like, well, I spent it.
Right.
Mm,
Right. I
I don't
spent
know.
it.
Right.
Why didn't you help anybody? Think about
mm.
myself. I could just hear her talking to God. Think about myself. I didn't know I
Right.
had to. It is what it is. um, but
So Portia and
yeah,
Drew sit down and talk.
Mm.
That was
Mm-hmm.
that was a quick talk, a quick
I'm be
over talking
hoping.
to each
I'm
other.
like, yes, they're gonna talk, and Juice is gonna like. Why aren't you just straight up? Just be like, I didn't sleep with your husband. I never said that in that text.
Right.
I appreciate our friendship, and I'll never do that to you. Just do it. But you just sit there and to argue, like, why? I
Mm-hmm.
just be hoping that they could just talk and have a civil conversation without any arguing, and it be clear and direct. But no, they just want to argue and
You're
fight.
right. That is
Hmm.
So
true.
it's
And
like
at
I
least she
wish.
did admit she filmed with Ralph just as a get back, tit for tat. But that's different.
Mm,
This is her actual husband. They going through an actual divorce. He don't like
Exactly.
her. Like she said, y'all just sitting there dogging me out. I don't ever talk about you with Dennis. That's not what our relationship is. It's about the music. But
Right.
her and Ralph, oh,
mm,
did you ever cheat? Do you ever sniff another woman? Like, and he talking about how she a completely different person than who I married. And no, why y'all doing that?
mm,
Right. It's crazy. She had a
Mm-hmm.
point. Like we don't sit there and talk about y'all. We sat there and handle business. Like that. That was a good
Right.
point. I'm glad she pointed that out.
Mm-hmm.
Cause yeah.
But I've learned that Portia doesn't really communicate well when she's upset. She just
yeah.
No.
It's like
No.
she shuts down and she
She
becomes
does.
mm-hmm.
defensive. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
And
not
deflects.
hearing what the other person is trying to say.
Mm-mm, not at all.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel like Drew kind of does that as well.
Oh yeah. She
Yeah.
deflects and just yeah.
So
I can relate because I don't communicate well when I'm upset either.
mm,
So I
it
can relate to
depends. I
that.
gotta be real upset. And then it's
Oh,
like,
if I get real upset, you better watch out. Cause you know, I don't know what might come
It's
out.
a-
I'm about to try to like kill your whole life.
well, I'm
So I
saying that's what
try
I'm
not to
saying.
get
oh
like
my
that.
God.
I
I'm saying
try.
I'm cussing your kids out, cussing your daddy out.
Yeah. A lot of times I'll try to take
Mm,
a minute and like, okay, let me calm down so I don't say nothing too crazy
Mhm.
and come
yeah.
back and then communicate because I know how I can be.
Yeah.
Mm,
So maybe it's
Yeah.
good Portia left.
I
yeah,
mean,
I think so. Like depending, like with the conversation they was having, just over talking each other
Yeah.
and
And
not.
then talking about, well, you were dating somebody, which I do believe. What do y'all think? Does Drew have a man? Ralph said it. Dennis said it. I think she does have somebody.
I think she does.
She got
Yeah, I
I
do
think she
too.
somebody.
does. But
And
she
that's why
said she's going
Portia's
through a
like,
divorce right now. She don't have
right.
time for that. And
Yeah,
it's
she got
understandable.
somebody. But she
Yeah.
did say she has friends. But we
Mhm.
know her
She
version
got
of
time.
friends.
She
Yeah.
got time. She got the time that she's away, and
Right.
Ralph has the kids.
Exactly. On them weekends. And
Right.
Hmm
like Portia said, didn't just say that. Like, no, I'm not sleeping with Dennis. I have a friend that I'm talking to. It ain't Dennis. Like, just say
hmm
that.
Just
And then
say
she
it.
said, well, but you're dating. I know they blanked out his name, but it's a rapper who may or may not have been engaged to Sierra.
Oh,
Future.
back to it.
Yes.
I was wondering
They
why they
had to
bleeped his
blank out
name
his name, I
Interesting.
out.
guess for legal. They couldn't say his
But
name.
they could say black.
Yeah.
Who's black?
Is that the rapper? Is that who they were talking about?
I have no idea. I think he must have been somebody who does music.
I don't know. I know
Mm,
he was in the picture, but they blurred his face.
Yeah.
I
Which
Yeah.
don't
is weird.
understand why anybody would want Future. I mean, I understand like he's rich,
I don't
but
even know why
And
Sierra
he is
wanted him.
handsome.
You think so?
he don't.
I think he's kind of fine to me.
No, not Future.
Me
He's.
too.
I guess maybe if I didn't know like the background behind him having a gang of kids and supposedly
Yeah.
not taking
But,
care of them,
eh.
and
But if it's just something you're having fun with, like if you ain't trying to settle down, who cares?
girl, no, I
If
can't.
I'm
I
just having
can't.
fun, who cares?
No, I can't mess with no man who don't take care of his kids. That's
Well, does
like,
he? Well, yeah. But he takes care of them, don't he? I
Some of
mean,
them.
some of them, right?
you got so many by so many women, like
Yeah.
that in itself is so irresponsible.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just
That
it's a
don't
turn
bother
off for
me.
me. It's a turn off. So I couldn't. You
I like
said
a
I don't care.
I
I'm
like
just
a
having
little
fun.
thug passion. So hey, I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Oh my
She
gosh.
sound like a little thug passion.
Look, I say that and then I marry like the most square of them all.
I'm about to say
But
you better not let your husband hear you talk
oh,
like
he
that.
knows this. He knows this.
I tell
We're
him this
kind
all the
of
time.
yeah, we're kind of like the opposite of each other's type. That's why it's like funny that we're together
Mm.
because I like a little thug. I like somebody that looked like they could have did time. Like give me somebody, yeah, like you
You
done been
do.
locked
Okay,
up. You got
You
the
do.
tats. Like I like that.
Crystal.
And what's
I
But
know
Matt's
what
yeah,
you
type?
mean. I know what you mean.
light skinned, long hair, big boobs, and ditzy. He liked them. Well, let me not
Dixie.
say he liked them smart, but he liked somewhere they can like he can say something they'll be like, oh my gosh, you're so smart. Like, he like that.
Oh
Like me,
wow.
I'm not,
But
that ain't me.
you be like, boy, I already knew that. Okay, get out of
Right.
my
I am
face.
not impressed. First of all, I'm smarter than you. So let's
Oh
yeah.
no.
So we're
That's
kind of
funny.
opposite of each other's type, but so that's why I'm like, yeah,
Wow.
if I'm just having a little fun. Who cares? You have a
Future
hundred
though.
kids. It ain't
I
gonna have
think
one by
Future.
me.
I think Future is ugly.
Hey,
I don't
I
like
don't
the
think
way
he's
Future looks.
ugly. I
I
think
like
I
the
would
little
probably
rough
be
around the
attracted to
edges.
him if he wasn't him. It's his face.
Right.
His face and
And it
body.
just looks like, yeah.
Yeah, they're just a look. I do think Russell is a lot more handsome though.
Ralph?
No, Russell Wilson, Sierra's husband.
Oh, ew.
I
Oh,
knew you was
sorry.
gonna say that's like not your type, but that's
Ugh,
my type.
no. Ew.
You hate the pretty boys, like the preppy pretty boy
Yeah.
look.
I wouldn't. He don't even look like a pretty boy to me. He's just ew. I don't know.
I would say you'd be considered like a pretty boy.
Ugh. Mm-mm.
I would say he's well put together. I'm not sure about the looks.
Yeah.
He looked better than Future. I say. I'll pick Russell over Future. I can't do Future. Future is not. I can't do Future.
I'll take Future all day. Let's see. Oh no! First of all, this distracted me watching them talk. Why did that tea shop have plastic spoons? Somebody please tell me.
Yeah,
She's sitting there
plastic
stirring
spoon.
her tea with one of them white plastic spoons.
Mm.
That didn't distract anybody else. I was distracted by that.
Like, wait a
I
minute.
didn't notice it, but yeah, I mean, tea is hot and it's plastic.
Right.
Some of the microplastics is melting into that tea.
It's
I'm like, they
melting.
had that big, nice mug and then a plastic spoon. I was like,
I don't know. Maybe she asked for it though. You know, some people are kind of, like that at restaurants with
yeah,
the regular
because I
silverware.
do that sometimes when I'm out. I'm like, give me the
Mm,
to go
Oh
silverware.
yeah, I do
I
too.
don't
I don't want
trust
none of that.
y'all.
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't wash dishes right. I ain't wash it, so I ain't using
Mm-mm.
it.
Hopefully it was like
Yeah.
that because you can't be giving people plastic spoons at a
No.
tea place.
It's like,
Mm-mm.
that was so distracting. She just kept stirring. It was like, that white plastic spoon.
Yeah, I don't even like using
Funny.
these paper straws that they be trying to give everybody
I
nowadays.
know.
Be
But I
like,
know you
dang,
swallowing. Some of that's getting in your
something.
drink.
It has
It's
to.
breaking down.
The longer you have,
Mhm.
and people put just drink it in like 5 minutes and it be done. Like, no,
Right.
too much. Um, Kelly talks about to her kids and tells them that she's gonna miss the first day of school. And I'm like, I don't think I could miss the
Oh,
first day of school. Like, I want to
I
be there.
know.
Mm.
I felt
And
bad for them.
yeah, I was like, who's taking us?
And they were like, we haven't even gone school shopping.
Oh,
That was
and she's like,
surprising.
I know. I'm
like
like, school
how?
starting like 4 days. Y'all still got a shot.
Crazy. But I'm last minute too. I'm not gonna lie. I do last minute things sometimes. Last minute Christmas shopping, sometimes school
Oh yeah,
shopping.
Christmas, I'm very last minute.
Yeah, like day
School
Yeah.
before.
shopping, I like to get it over with. Like, look, let's go before everything runs out. Get the supplies, get the
Mhm.
shoes. Ugh. They wear
Do
Do
y'all?
y'all kids wear uniforms?
Yeah,
Mine
he wears
does.
uniform.
Okay, yeah.
All
hmm
but
Do
one.
Do y'all schools give you like a list of all the supplies that they need?
Hmm.
Mhm.
I don't feel like they did that growing up with us.
They did it.
They just like we just got
You
a
just
notebook
had to
and
know what
pencil
to
and
get, right?
yeah, I'm
We
like
didn't
it's
need all
like
that.
the kit, like you can either buy the kit with the school, it's like $90. Or you
Oh,
can go out and buy all the stuff yourself, which is
see,
cheaper, but it's still a lot of stuff. I'm like,
right.
he's in kindergarten.
Yeah, I
Why
wish
does
our
he
school
need?
would offer that option.
Oh, you just got to go out and buy it.
Yes, I wish they would do kids.
It's yeah, it's a lot easier. So you got to get all that stuff.
Oh,
Make sure it's the right thing.
right.
Mhm.
But
Yeah. Yeah. And she's like, Lamont's gonna take you to your first day of school.
Hmm.
And then she goes, in the kitchen and see Lamont. And Lamont's like, I called Mark. I FaceTimed him
mm,
yesterday. And he's like trying to be the, mediator. And he's like, why don't we just, come around and deal with her, be peaceful so you can co-parent. And he's like, no. He's like, no to everything. They don't want to be peaceful, don't want to be cool with you,
Yeah,
help you with the kids. Like everything's a no. Like he's really like do it yourself. Like you're just gonna suffer through this divorce
yeah.
because this is what you wanted. He seemed like a real messed up individual. I really wonder who
He
he
does.
is. I'm gonna find him
Yeah.
and see like why he's the way he is. Like, why is he like this? Like, why is he
But
Have
this
for
y'all?
me,
person?
at first, I was a little upset, like at the friend though. Like, at least tell me you're gonna reach out. Don't just reach out, and it almost feels like you're speaking for me. Don't do that because you don't know how I feel.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that either. Like, they gotta
Well,
Yeah,
understand. Like, that's
yeah.
coming
I
from
don't want
you.
you to do that. At least tell me or ask me first. Is it cool if I reach out
Yeah.
to your ex? Like, but she said in the after show that her ex actually hired Lamont. So that's how they were introduced. So I guess he was
yeah,
Yeah.
cool with both of them.
yeah,
Yeah, because
and they
Lamont
did.
said
He
that
did
they were
say they
cool.
were. Yeah, they
Yeah.
Hmm.
were close,
But when they kept
and
saying Uncle Lamont, I was like, okay, her brother. But then when she was like, oh no, that's my publicist. I don't know. I don't trust people. So to me, I'm like, you leaving your kids with this man? I don't know. I
she
think
got to
Right.
trust them though.
But
She
yeah,
has to
she
trust
does.
them.
But I don't. I'm just coming from my perspective. I don't
Yeah,
trust nobody.
yeah,
Nah.
So
especially like
that's
men
yeah,
around your
daughters.
Daughters.
daughters. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially.
But I guess too, her mom's there, her sisters, because at the daughter's
Oh,
birthday, she had a lot of family.
okay.
So I guess
Her
she's
mom lives
wasn't
there
friends.
with them.
Well, not
Her-
with them, but she's in town.
Around.
Okay.
I believe so.
And
So
the
like she
daughters,
said,
like, they seemed excited to, want him to watch them. So,
yeah. So that's good.
yeah.
Her village. So hey, you
Hmm.
can't knock it. If you got it, I guess you use them.
Hmm.
Because I right now, if we wanted to go on a trip or even just like an overnight, it's like okay, now what we gonna do with the kids?
Y'all ain't got like just one person.
Yes, but especially for me, like if it's not family, I don't want to feel like a burden.
Oh,
I
yeah.
almost feel like weird asking if you need something because I don't know. I
Yeah,
I
I
guess I'm
get
have
a little
that
that.
over
problem.
that.
Yeah. I
But
don't
I'm
like to
pretty
ask.
sure like the person wants to help.
Maybe. Yeah,
They want to
sure.
help.
But then they have their own lives too. You don't want to be like, okay, I don't want to impose on what they might have had plans. And I'm
Hmm.
like, oh, could you watch them tonight?
If they say no, they say no if they got plans. But
Yeah.
I get it. I get
But
it.
then it's not having like, I wish we had something steady and someone I'm like, yeah, it ain't like a parent or you like, yeah, go to grandma's house for the night.
Yeah.
Because that's how we
Yeah.
grew up. I was always somewhere else at my aunt's house, at my grandma's house. I told my mom, I said, that's why she was so calm and nice because she never dealt with us. We was always gone.
Yep. It's different now. Now it's just
Yeah.
like you can't take your kids outside. They can't go outside by themselves. Like ride the
Yeah.
bike across town when we was kids.
Hmm.
They can't do that. I don't trust
Mm,
mine for
We was
nothing.
always outside.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't
It's
do
going
that
everywhere on
anymore.
our bike.
Hmm.
Love going for bike rides
Hmm.
miles
Nobody
away.
was checking for you
Right.
either. It was just
Mama
like,
didn't even know.
all right.
Hmm.
Right.
For real. Mine's, oh, I'm gonna be getting a call like, your
Mm-mm.
child just ran into a car. He ran into a car? Yes.
No
How?
way.
Mm,
I'm like, I don't even like my kids going and playing in the front without me watching. Like, and I'm like, you're in the front yard, but still, I'm just like, ugh, I don't
Yeah, I'm
know.
just, yeah, I'm the same way. I'm just overprotective, I guess. Like, I gotta make sure
Yeah.
you're okay. Like, nah.
Hmm.
You just
I
hear too
feel
many stories nowadays. You
you
just never
do.
know.
I feel like I'm like a lightweight helicopter parent.
yeah. You said the front yard.
Right.
Girl, Aries be over there. He be down there.
Yeah, I can't
He
do
be on the
that.
side.
That's why like it's good for them now to be out and they're away from us for a little while. So maybe,
Hmm.
that'll help. Cause
Yeah.
I don't even care what they doing now. I'm like, I don't even think about it.
Because
I'm like, yeah,
you
whatever.
know they're in good hands.
Right.
Yeah.
So hopefully when they get back, I can be a little chiller. Like, okay,
Y'all can cross the
Nah.
the
street.
reins a little bit.
Mm-mm. They're gonna get back and they're gonna be going crazy and cutting up. You're gonna be like, oh, why are you back?
Right.
Mm,
Back to
Hopefully,
reality, yeah. I wish
yeah.
I had that. That would be nice.
Yeah, send them away for a few days,
Yes,
couple
send them
weeks.
away. They say take a village. It do, but me and my house the only village, so
I
gotta do
know.
what it
It would
do.
be
But
nice to have a village around where you can just call and like, hey,
yeah,
about to stop by.
because growing up, you had cousins and everything, and like my
Oh
kids, they don't got
yeah.
their cousins
I
around. Y'all so
know.
far,
We did. Like
so
we were all within 10 minutes of each other. All the cousins, the grandparents, like
mhm,
That's
it was
nice.
mhm,
nice. It was nice.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Maybe one day they'll have
One
that.
day, one day, hopefully.
Hopefully. I know.
They're growing up so fast.
I know. Before
They're
they
gonna
get
be out the house.
adults. I know.
Uh-huh. For real. For real. And then we'll take trips the way they did. And they went to Granada and turned up a little bit, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
Phaedra, she's just crazy. And she was talking about the funeral home in the car. And they're like, somebody asking if she's seen hard uh,
Oh
dicks and all
yeah.
that. I'm like, what? She's like, none, that's dead. I'm just like, this is terrible. Why are you conversating about this stuff? This is
That's a
sad.
weird question.
I
Right.
know.
But she said everybody eager to meet Jesus or something. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I
She's making
couldn't
that money.
right. I couldn't do it though. I
Mhm.
don't think I would want that job. Seeing people
I
just
don't know.
pass.
At their lowest, yeah, at their saddest,
Yeah.
grieving. That's a
Yeah.
lot.
It is.
That's a lot. You
I
gotta,
don't know.
you gotta kind of be like Phaedra and I don't know, not have any emotion.
That's what I say. She's able to just detach.
Hmm.
You have to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to. I'd be crying every day.
You think
Right.
so? I might
Hmm.
could do it. I don't. I wouldn't want to work with the dead body, so that would freak me out. I could work
I
with the
could probably do
families.
that. I could
I
probably work with the dead bodies, but not the
don't know.
families.
'Cause I heard sometimes they move or they might. So, no, that would
Whew.
freak me out.
Nah.
Yeah,
They
with
have
the
like a
families,
trimmer.
I could do that part.
Okay, we go in business. I'll
Hey,
embalm and
right.
makeup and
You
stuff.
handle the dead people, I'll handle the living.
Right.
Make that guap because Phaedra, I mean, like her, hate her, love her, but she got money.
Yeah, she
Because
sure do.
people
And
are
she
always
keep a
dying.
job. Was she a
Hmm.
lawyer? She's a mortician. She's a something else, Bell's bondsman or something like that. Like she
Oh
got
yeah,
jobs.
that's true. I
She
forgot
gotta
she is a
hustle.
lawyer.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
She
Mm-mm.
gotta hustle.
So they go and they see the house. The house looked okay. It was smaller than the last
Hmm.
one, but actually maybe not because they talking about they got
No.
suites, two-bedroom suites, and
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
this.
each
And I'm like,
person.
oh yeah, that was
It
so.
was
I
like a
guess it's
nice.
big.
Did they say the name of the place? Usually they'll advertise
I
it.
didn't
I
see
didn't
it.
see it.
I didn't see
Mm-mm.
it either.
I'm curious. Maybe they'll do that on the next one. Because I'd like to
Yeah.
know. I
Hmm.
always make a note. So sometimes I'm like, okay, if we travel, because
Go to
sometimes we
that one.
do couples trips. So I'm like, let me keep that mental note of where they stay.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So what? Drew arm wrestling Cynthia for the room. I'm like, girl, why are you arm wrestling this
Yeah.
girl, this old lady? Like, come
For the
on.
bunk bed. And why did
Right.
Cynthia say let's arm wrestle? She should have said let's rock paper scissors. Girl,
Yeah.
you know you
That's
Or
can
what
maybe
she
wrestle.
thought.
she had some muscles. She's like, let's arm
Right.
wrestle, girl.
She thought she could
But
beat
I
her or
like, did y'all
something.
like how they did the rooms? Because usually it's like a free for all. They running and knocking each other down for a
I
room.
did.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
that's
like the
did.
cool. Pair
I like the
people
way
up
they
that didn't
pair
necessarily.
people, and then they already had their room assigned.
I like that
Yeah.
Portia and Angela's gonna be the. I hope they can bond. She's
Yeah.
like, well, Charles ain't here, so we good. I can stay with her.
Right.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Phaedra
Hopefully
and
they all
Britt.
get along.
I think they
That's
will.
gonna be interesting. Phaedra and
I
Britt.
know. And I'm
Mm.
hoping with them being paired together, maybe we'll get more info on Britt. Maybe something will come out that we can be like, okay.
I think Phaedra gonna be trying to dig
Oh yeah. She's
and
Yeah.
good at
dig.
that though.
Hmm.
She said Britt looks like she can party. So I'm like, oh, she thinks she gonna turn up and find all the men for her.
She's a
'Cause-
lightweight.
oh
Oh
man.
yeah,
So
she
she
is a
gonna get
lightweight.
drunk and be telling all her business. So we gonna get something.
She might be headed for divorce after this.
Oh
If they're
gosh.
even married.
Ooh.
If they're
Mhm.
married,
And
Hey,
what's the
when
tea?
Portia and Phaedra first sat down, she was like, "And did I hear that Charles Oakley was married?" I was like, "Oh my goodness."
everybody keeps saying we didn't even know he was married. I don't know how
Really?
you couldn't know. I mean, they've been everywhere together.
10 years, they
So,
said.
yeah. No, actually, she said it was their 8 year
Eight, oh,
anniversary
eight
on
years.
the trip. They were
Oh,
like, "Are you here with us?"
I was wondering what they was cheering the 8 years for. So it was
Yeah, their
for their
anniversary.
anniversary.
Uh-huh. I guess they've
Okay.
been together 10 and they've been married 8 or something like that.
Okay.
But I liked the rooms. The main one, like Kelly and Shamia's, was so nice. I was like, oh, I'm jealous. I need some beach. I haven't been to the beach this year at all. I'm like
It's
itching.
time.
I need a beach in my
It's
life.
Yes.
time.
You just need that. It's like that
Yes.
water and the sand just rejuvenates you.
hmm But I wasn't mad at the double. I like a double bed because I like to put my suitcase up because I be like, well, y'all might have bugs. I ain't trying to take nothing home. So I like my suitcase up off the floor. So give me the
Yeah.
Mm.
double. I wouldn't even been mad at that. Give me the double bed.
Yeah, she did end up giving Cynthia the bigger room,
Yeah, I
which,
like that because Cynthia's
yeah.
older. This beach
Yeah,
elders,
Yeah, that's your
exactly.
elder.
That was
right?
like off rip. I don't see why she had to arm wrestle. I'd be like, no, you can have it. Like,
Right.
yeah.
What do we
I
think
thought
about Cynthia's new man? They didn't really
the younger
show him, but I
guy.
know he's younger.
She like what she
I
like.
mean,
That's
yeah,
new for
have
her.
fun, have fun. Because
Yeah.
she usually does older, right?
hmm
Yeah, them
That
young
is.
men, they like the aunties now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
She said on the after show too, like she almost was sabotaging, like, why are you so nice? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, why you always wanting to
Mm.
touch me and hold my hand? And she said she had to be like, girl, your love language is physical touch. Like, stop. Like she said she had to give
Oh
herself like a
wow,
little pep talk. Like, it's okay for someone to be this nice.
Yeah, I
yeah,
guess she's not used to it. You
Right.
be in
They were
so
like, what
many
kind
bad
of traumatic
relationships.
relationships have
You're
I
right.
had?
Exactly.
right.
Yeah.
Like that's sad.
That is sad, especially in your
Oh.
50s and you're questioning
Hmm.
like somebody being nice to you. Two
And
marriages.
wanting to hold your hand.
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
You blowing
But I'm
that back
glad she
out.
has that now.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Tearing that up.
Right, right. So he's always on ready.
Yeah.
I wrote down they they did a flashback of Drew saying that she speaks 5 languages.
Oh
And then
yeah,
she was like, I meant love languages.
right.
I'm like, why is she such a liar?
Who,
Drew,
Drew?
Drew
No.
Nokio.
Oh yeah, she said I call her Drew Nokio.
Uh-huh.
But I
That's her
do
new
think
name.
in the song she does well. This is what she said in the song. It does talk about the love languages. Like I can
Oh,
speak
okay.
whatever language of love you need.
Okay. So what she wasn't actually saying, I speak 5 languages.
No, she meant like the five
Okay.
love languages is what
Hmm.
Okay.
she said. And she was like,
I,
if Shamia would have listened to the actual song and not just the beginning, she would have known that.
oh, okay.
But I don't know. As I haven't heard. I am going to hear the music though. I hear it's awesome.
She should be on like YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull it
You can
up.
look her up.
I don't know the name of the album though.
Type in Drew Sadora.
It'll come right on up. But all the other
And
craziness.
then she had that tweet talking about people going on interviews, and she added Shamia,
Hmm.
and she did add Go Naked. I was like, I thought you lost your contract. But at least she's still repping, even though her and Portia are beefing. She's still tagging
Mm,
at Go Naked. So I
I
thought
mean,
that was
that's
when
nice.
nice.
when they
Yeah.
Yeah,
sat
that's nice.
down for to talk, Portia was like, she ain't wearing no go naked wig or weave.
I
Like,
was like, that's a blend or something, she said. It
Throwing
was a little
shade.
messed up in the back. Like she need to brush it out.
Hmm.
I'm like, did she get her contract back? Why she mad about that? It made me feel like she wanted her to wear her stuff still.
No, she said it looked so bad that that wasn't go naked. That's what she was saying.
Mm,
I ain't
dang.
that ain't my company. Don't give us that name of that ugly wig. That's what she was saying.
It did kind of look a little messy
It
though.
was
She could have
busted. It
found
was a
something else.
little
She
Yeah.
just need to
if
smooth it
brushed
down.
it. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
clumped
Hmm.
up in the back.
I've been warned a
Hmm.
few times.
She probably had that in the back seat of the car. She just threw that on before she went inside.
Hmm.
So funny.
Yeah. So they had that little dinner and they sat down and talked. And how do y'all feel about Kelly being like, I think everybody here at this table has a problem with Drew.
Thought that was so
Yeah,
weird.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Cause I'm like, Kelly and Drew
trying to.
don't have a problem.
When you say everybody, you're including yourself. So what are you
Yeah,
talking
unless
about?
she's taking on. Is she being a lap dog now? You taking on Shamia's beefs?
Brits or everybody,
And I'm like,
Portia's
does
like,
Portia and Britt have beef?
no, they don't.
Portia and Brett.
I mean, Drew and Britt,
Drew and Brett. No,
did they have beef?
or
No,
Drew and Angela.
No, they're cool. Remember, she was
they're
like, "That's my
cool.
Chicago girl. They're cool."
Yes, I
Yeah,
don't know
so
why Kelly said that.
Right.
she's
I
just like,
hated
all I
that.
know about her is she's a liar. So I was just wondering why she would say that and speak for everybody, including herself, if, cause she's like, let's try to get it out.
Yeah, she like you beefing with everybody at the table except somebody. I don't even
Cynthia.
remember who she said. Oh yeah,
Oh, I
except
said
Cynthia.
Cynthia.
And I'm like, what?
Hmm.
Y'all got beef?
Yeah,
What beef do they
right.
have?
They don't.
Her
I mean,
mans, we know they're not beefing.
uh-huh. So I think she's just speaking because of everything she's hearing. I think she's believing everything she's hearing because she's like, she's a
Hmm.
liar. That's all I know about her. So I think she's just
Yeah.
falling for that.
Right.
And I guess it might look bad that she, is with somebody's baby daddy. Maybe she don't like that whole aspect of things when it comes
I
to that.
don't
And she
know.
sides with
I think
Portia.
maybe
So
she was just drinking. She don't know what she was
drinking
saying,
and
I
just talking.
think. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
just trying to make a point and just didn't
Yeah.
even know. And then
Right.
Britt keep talking about that naked man. Why is she so concerned, girl? Ain't you married? We were in the hotel. She was like, "Ooh, Phaedra, that
Uh-huh.
Oh,
man." Then even at the table, she's like, "There was a man, and he had his blinds open, and he was naked." Girl,
and Phaedra was like, I'll
chill.
try to see.
I know.
Right.
I'm like, you married? Why you concerned with that man? Your
I
husband might
mean,
Mhm.
be worried. We here.
and I think if I walked out and seen some man just openly like look at me, I think I'm gonna go and tell everybody like he want
Really?
everybody to look at him. This house right here across the street, him. Keep an eye on him if you want to see
Yeah.
something crazy.
Watch out for him. I don't know. Maybe I guess if there was single girls and they were looking,
We
like
got
y'all
some newly
might want to look
divorced.
over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be looking. What you working with over there? You want us to see, obviously. You wouldn't have opened your
I might
blind.
would look, but I wouldn't be talking about it.
Mhm.
I might mention like, "Ooh, that was the dude that was naked." But I wouldn't be like, "Oh, y'all, oh, you know." Keep talking about it. Maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But Kelly wanted Drew and Sadora, I mean Shamia, to squash
Hmm.
their beef.
Yeah. Did they ever squash it? I know.
No,
Oh, she
Portia.
said hit dogs will holler, and that's what she was like. See, there you go again, calling me a dog,
Mhm.
and that started it up again. I think. Do you think she did that on purpose, called saying that, or it's just an expression?
I think she's definitely stirring the pot, by saying that to Shamia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Drew and
It's
Portia was like, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. I don't have beef with her. She
right.
overreacted in the beginning, but she doesn't have an issue anymore. So
This has nothing to do with they beef, but I did hit a dog one time, and it did holler. So I can't.
no,
It was like,
You hit a
ah!
dog.
I was like, oh,
Oh.
I
you
felt
and
so
your brother,
bad.
yo.
Well, it was I was driving, and they were, on the sidewalk playing with the dog,
Hmm.
and somehow, right when I got right there, the dog like ran in front of my car. I couldn't stop. I
Mm.
tried to brake, but I ended up running it over. It didn't die, I don't think, because I kept rolling. But it
My
was like,
God.
ah, I felt so bad. But it was a big
Oh,
dog. It wasn't like a little puppy. It was huge. So I'm hoping
yo,
it was okay.
Like you ran it over with your car?
like doom
Like,
doom,
right.
speed bump.
I mean, I don't know if I already hit it. I know it got hit. Now whether it went, yeah, I think it. Yeah, I think I ran it over.
Ah,
But it was
Oh.
not my fault. They let me play in the street. What are y'all doing?
your brother's the same. Every time I see a dog, he be like, "Oh snap, he slow down." I'm like, "What are you doing?" That dog gonna run in front of the car, and I'm like,
They
"No, I'm
do
gonna hit it."
that.
I'll be like, "Dang, did you just go?" And
It
then one
literally
time the
right.
dog ran in front of the car, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh snap."
Literally
Mm.
right
But
when I got
yeah.
up there, it just ran. It would happen so fast. Like I slowed down, but I couldn't stop in time. And it was
Right.
just like, it was like, don't, yeah, it did. It was like, don't. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. So hit dogs do holler. That's for sure.
Oh. Do y'all think the beef between Drew and Shamia and Drew and Portia is now all squashed?
I think they're just gonna feel how they feel about each other and just be around each other because they have to. I don't think it's real like friendship. Is definitely issues, but they're not gonna act like they hate each other and cuss each other out every single time.
Yeah.
I think Drew and Portia, I think that can be squashed because they both seem kind of over it. They both apologized. They were like, okay, we
Hmm.
both film with each other's man. Okay,
Mhm.
Yeah.
let's move on. And they
Yeah.
do have, like she said, they run in the same friend group. So,
Yeah.
Hmm. I
yeah,
Portia.
think addressing it with everybody at the table helped too.
I do too. I was so happy that it did not go crazy. Although
Hmm.
Drew was a little condescending when Portia said something, she's like, what? I never heard you admit that before. Like, girl, I apologize. Like, don't get extra because you about to make me amp up again.
Right. Say thank you.
Just say thank you. And you know what? I apologize too, which she did eventually, but hey, they both
Yeah.
apologized. I feel like it wasn't that deep anyway where they can't move on.
No,
Yeah.
not at all. I think Shami is the one that was trying to hype it up
Yeah.
from
Mhm.
the
And even her
beginning.
lap dog, she's making that bigger than what it has to be. If it's not
Yeah.
true, it shouldn't bother you. Like, you don't want to be called a lap dog, don't act like a lap dog.
Period.
Yeah.
Even like she said, because we'll talk about something in private, you'll take it, flip it, and then give it back to the person we were talking to.
Right.
Hmm.
Would that make y'all mad? Like if somebody y'all were having a private conversation and they took it and then like told the person?
Yeah, of
Yeah, if it
course.
wasn't facts, like if they got stuff messed up, yeah, I'd be
Yeah,
like, that's not right.
right.
So,
And I've done this before. I've realized sometimes, like if somebody tells me something, and I'll go and talk about it in front of the person, not even realizing, like, wait, you might not have told them yet. Because for me, if
Hmm.
I'm talking about it, either I've already talked about it with the person, or I'm about to, so I don't care. So I assumed
Hmm.
everybody's like that, right? So like I have said stuff before, and then I've noticed people like, you say that. And I'm like, oh my bad. Like I didn't know it was a secret. I thought
no,
Mm, yeah,
I'm probably
I
the
think
same way.
yeah, I think sometimes maybe people are just venting. So they just talking to you about it. They don't even plan on talking to the person. So I had to learn that. Like, okay, let me just shut up. Cause I don't know if
yeah,
they've talked to them yet or not. I'm gonna leave it for them to say.
yeah. I feel like I
Cause
used to be like that too. I used to be
yeah.
a little loose lipped.
Yeah, cause I'm
So
like,
I,
well, if you telling me, I just assume you've already told the person.
mm,
But no,
Yeah.
everybody doesn't do that.
yeah. And I just keep everybody's business to myself.
Right.
Mhm.
Keep it to
Just
myself.
tell my mama about it because she ain't finna tell nobody.
Right. Now I can't tell mine. She don't know how to keep a secret at all. Everybody
Mm,
will know.
That is
that's
fact.
funny.
For
But
real.
yeah, I'm
Oh
very
yeah.
glad their beef, it seems Drew and Portia's beef is finally over. I'm happy about that.
She's like, Drew can marry Dennis, and she all I want her to do is her daughter's baby hairs.
Right.
I was
And
like, oh,
then for some reason, here comes Britt.
Brett.
When it's not about her. Oh well, Apollo was at my event. Girl, who
but no,
cares?
No,
I
she no,
respect that though.
she said she that her husband invited Apollo. Was he even
Yeah.
there?
But that's the thing. He wasn't even on camera, so who cares?
Right. And
Well,
Phaedra was like, that's my ex-husband who's married to somebody else, girl. I don't care about that.
but I can respect that though, because everybody's like, "Oh, you should talk to me when if you got somebody, my baby daddy with you, or some talking to my baby daddy or my ex-husband or some, you should tell me." So I think she was trying to do the girl code that everybody's complaining about, and they just didn't see that that's what she was trying to do. I think she was trying to do a good thing,
No.
I don't think
and
so.
I
I
don't think
think
nobody's
she
seeing
was
it like
just trying to steal the spotlight
Yep. She needed the
and make it about
attention.
her,
Yep.
and
that.
nobody cares.
And no
No
one
one cares.
cares. She did not actually sit down and film. And like they were at the table talking. You ain't sleep with him, I hope. He may have been one of the people, but not on
Yikes.
this episode.
Maybe
We
that's
find
why
out.
she made that
Ooh.
that
Right.
statement then.
Right. But I was like,
Mm,
girl, she just has to have the spotlight. She has
Mm.
an issue. She needs to work on that.
girl.
That was what she said. Read the room. Why did you even say that?
Yeah, I really think she was trying to do what they were trying to tell her. Like they were just saying, "Baby daddy ain't say nothing." I think she was trying to do that, but she doesn't understand exactly what that means. So I can't fault her for that.
I don't know. Well, at least you have some faith in her, because I
I
don't. I
do.
see. I
It's
see
really
through that.
hard. Like it's
Oh
really hard for me
God.
I don't beef with nobody. Like I don't just be like see what somebody doing and be like I don't like them. Like I'm not that person. Like I give everybody
Yeah.
a chance until they do and until they I realize they're not loyal to me and that's when I'll cut them off. But I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt and give them a chance.
Right.
So I still have faith in her. I'm hoping that she is trying to become a better person, but it's looking like
Mhm.
she having issues with that. So we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll
Right.
see.
We'll see. But I am glad it
Hmm.
seemed like the beefs were squashed.
Yeah.
Nobody was
Hmm.
yelling, screaming, fighting. Like the dinner ended. That's rare. The dinner ended and
Hmm.
everybody was good.
Yeah. That
I
was
like to
a
see
good
that.
first day trip.
It was.
Yeah.
But it ended with them at the dinner, so maybe it's a part two with to some messiness.
I'm sure. But
We'll
I will
see.
say it was a good reset. I think the reset was
Hmm.
accomplished.
Hmm.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, Kelly. Talking about her happy ending.
At the massage.
I forgot
Yes.
about that.
The happy ending. I
Yeah,
was
she was
like,
like, "You
Yeah.
never had a happy ending before? You
you have?
have?"
Right. Ah,
It's
that's
just
Mm,
weird to me.
nasty.
I don't think I would even, yeah, no.
Just nasty.
Y'all
You just
think
gonna go
y'all would do
somewhere and
that?
just have
A
somebody
happy
do some
ending?
what, getting some
depends on
top.
who it is.
I'm saying if you just getting a massage out, like at a
Oh,
massage
and it's like a
place.
stranger.
You're
Yeah.
right. It has to be a
Mm,
stranger.
Because she
That's
said it
weird.
starts off and then it happens, then you just request that person after that. It
oh.
That's
wasn't nobody
crazy.
she knew.
Am I seeing some
Mm.
results? Like, am I seeing that you negative, negative, negative? Am I supposed to see this?
Yeah.
'Cause that's too much. If I ain't seeing
I don't
that,
know.
doing too much.
That's weird to me. No, I don't like
Yeah.
that.
Mm. I might do that.
Single girl live.
I know that's right.
I'll
Hey.
be honest.
Hey.
I might if I'm comfortable with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. And you gotta watch it though. One time I did go get a massage and it was a guy. But see, I
hmm
kept my underwear on.
I
But
always
Yeah.
now
keep mine on. Yeah,
but now I don't. I'm like, man, whatever. Take it all off. But back
but they still
then,
have the sheet on
yeah,
you.
they have the
So,
sheet. But back then, I would keep my underwear and it was like he was getting real close to like, and I was like,
mm.
no, I ain't
I
down
I had a guy do that too, like
with
on my
that.
thighs. He kept going up and up.
Right. And I wondered like if you was giving them signs like you were down, would they have kept going?
No, that's weird. I feel
Yeah,
No,
like
that's
keep
what
it
I'm
has to.
saying.
I feel like it has
further
to
up.
be established on the front end because during it, I'm just I would feel violated, kind of.
Right. Well, I guess they like, well,
And
if
my
you let
pants
me do it, I know,
I
right?
mean,
Is that
unless
extra?
unless he's fine, then I don't know.
are.
No, that's weird. I'm like, but yeah, now I just take it all off. I don't care. But back then, I was like, oh, you supposed to get naked? They were like, well, you can do whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah, I keep my fingers
Now,
on. I need a massage, man.
yes, what you say?
Mm-hmm.
That would be very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna get off here and go. I should go just make my man give me one because dang, my back hurts sitting straight
And
this
there
whole
you
time.
go.
Right.
Y'all got menses. Just tell them I need a
Menses.
massage, babe.
Yeah, but you be wanting a real massage sometimes. I want a professional.
Yeah, who knows what
Yeah,
they
yeah,
doing?
Yeah. Know what
yeah.
to do.
Men could be
Mhm.
lazy though, because I would go ask for massage and they'll be like 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes be good, and then he be watching
Hmm.
TV, then they'll stop, and I'll be like, "You
Right.
gonna get?
Did you forget?
Did you forget?" And keep doing it again, and they stop. Like, you know what?
Right.
Funny. Well, that's the end of that episode.
Yeah. These were two good
Yes.
episodes. I
They
like
were.
seeing the reset. Let's hope it can stay
hmm
that way for
What's
the
Mhm.
the
next
what's
one.
the next one? Renew.
The renew.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's
Hopefully
see.
there'll be a
Yeah.
renew.
I'm excited to see the renewal.
Me too.
Yeah, so that is the end. And we hope you enjoyed it. That was episodes 12 and 13 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16. Y'all stay tuned.
Yes, more to come.
More to come.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.